It's post-COVID-19. We're allowed to go to other people's houses as long as we're not within 1.5 meters of each other and masks on, which we both have got masks on tonight, haven't we?
Definitely.
So this is myself, Kieran. I'm here tonight with Ash. Hello. From APS. ATS. Oh, I thought it was, Ash Painting Services, but obviously I was completely wrong.
I understand your confusion though, because the URL is APT Paints, because my initials are APT, but I've called it AT Paints just to make it really easy for everyone to find me.
Fair enough then. So the reason why I've got Ash here tonight is basically because he's painted all the buildings that are on the table.
Yep.
And I thought it was only right that the first game that we're going to video for the channel, and the first game since we've come out this lockdown procedure, I thought it's only fair that we get Ash over to play the game with us. So tonight, because we're in this post-apocalyptic society that we are now, we thought we'd play something with a bit of a post-apocalyptic feel. So we've... both of us have probably been itching to get a game of this actual game in for quite a while.
Yeah.
So tonight we're going to play Zona Alfa. So I set the table up before Ash got here. So pretty much the game as we set up it's based on a threat level for the table. Now we're going to play this not at the basic threat level and not at the highest one, but the one at the middle. So that basically governs what we have a number of hot spots that are on the table. Now we've got 4. The 4 outer ones that are on the table, hopefully you can see my hand in the picture there. I am still videoing this on my phone, so if not, you'll have to excuse me. But we've actually got 5 different objectives, because in the centre of the table we've actually got the mission objective for tonight. So I thought to myself, what can we set this up to be? Well, Zona Alfa is a game that's based around maybe the destruction of the reactor at Chernobyl. So it's a stalker type game for anyone who's played that type of game on the PlayStation, Xbox, whichever one it come out. I'm a complete Luddite when it comes to computer games, so I wouldn't absolutely know.
I think you based it on, was it a Metro 20 something?
Yes, that Metro, and what was the other one? Something Picnic, Roadside Picnic.
That sounds like a nice time.
It does actually sound like a nice time, yeah, but yeah. So this is like I say, Zona Alfa, which is one of the Osprey Blue Book titles, and this is written by Patrick Todoroff. I think I've got that name right in the book in front of me. I'm quite good on that one. That's the only time I'm ever going to get any kind of Russian sounding word right tonight, I think, but we're going to go for it.
I mean, you've messed up a couple of English sounding ones already.
Well, who cares? English is not my first language. I'm Irish, so there you go. I'm Irish and I'm a brother, so I've got the best of both worlds. So the main objective for tonight is going to be the nice BMW that's parked in the middle of the table.
Lovely.
What we're going to be looking for is basically there's been some kind of courier who's tried to get a package that maybe authorities didn't want to see across the exclusion zone that is surrounding the area where the game is based, and for some reason he hasn't made it through the zone, and his car has been found abandoned in the outskirts of the city itself. So the 2 crews, my crew and Ash's crew, are basically going to move forward and try and recover whatever is in the boot of the BMW. So that's our primary mission for tonight. But we've also got a lot of this game is based around finding salvage within this irradiated zone. So the other 4 markers are on the table are the other hotspots where we can go and find various little bits and pieces and make some money out of it for ourselves. The crews themselves are quite easily costed within the game and relatively well balanced, because each crew is worth 12. Now this is where...
Go on, give it a go.
This is where I want to say it's Krobrost.
I think there's another K in there.
I think there might be another K, but yeah, we're going to call it 12K from now on.
Yeah.
Okay. Basically, what it comes down to is that you've got 3 different levels of experience for members you can recruit into your crew. You've got rookies, hardened, and veterans. And basically, each one of them is given a different K rating.
Yeah.
Rookies 1, hardened 2, and the veterans 3. And basically, it just denotes how many actions per turn each of those models can make. So obviously, the veterans with their 3 actions per turn, obviously, will in roundabout terms would cost more within a crew.
Yeah.
Going forward. So my squad, and I'm going to bring up a photo as we talk about it now, is going to be 4 veterans in my crew. So each one's going to have the 3 actions per turn. And Ash has gone for something slightly different, so...
Yeah, I went for 1 veteran and 4 hardened, because I figured I've got a military outfit here. So the 1 veteran is going to be the sergeant, the commander of the squad, and then he's just taking his 4 best boys to go and get 3 best boys and a best lady to go and get hold of this gear. There we go.
Okay, so we're going to get into it. We've got basically 6 turns to try and clear all these hotspots within the game. Now, we cannot actually search one of these hotspots until when we go up to it, it's going to trigger some kind of hostile intent to us. Now, that hostile intent could be anything from a swarm of rats to a quite beefy mutant type character that's going to appear whenever we get near one of these hotspots. So we've got to clear those hostiles off the hotspot before we can actually investigate it and find how much salvage we can get from each one of these locations. So this is a game which you can play solo. Patrick has put down a number of solo missions that are available on the Facebook page for Zona Alfa, which I heartily recommend that you go and check out if this game does in any way, shape or form interest you. But also you can play the game in a co-op mode, or you can be a bit more adversary against the person you're playing with, because you could either play to clear all the zone hostiles out, split the salvage, or just take what you found and get off the table. Or you can get to the point where you've cleared everything up and then maybe have a little bit of a tete-a-tete with your the person you're playing the game with. So we'll see how it goes first. I think we're going to go in with all the best intentions.
Yeah.
But let's see what...
we'll go with enemy of my enemy as my friend.
Yeah, something like that. So we'll see what we get up to once we hit the 6 turns, because there is a limit to the amount of turns the game. On this side of the table, the 4x4, it's normally 4 turns plus a D3.
Right.
The only problem is that the D3s and the D6s are buried in a drawer the other side of the table, and I cannot be bothered to get them out, so I thought we'd just take the average and just go 6 turns. Okay?
Sure. Fine.
So the first, it's a D10 based system, nice and easy, but unlike a lot of systems, instead of trying to get higher than the number, you get lower than the number. So all those people who have dodgy dice out there who say they can never roll the high numbers, maybe this is the game for you. We'll see if we can find out, okay?
This or Infinity, but no sane person wants to play Infinity.
Well, you know. Yeah.
Probably made some enemies already there.
Yeah, I will say that Ash's opinions are in no way reflective of those held by the Undecided Dice podcast. just to get it out there. Right, so first off, we've got to roll for initiative. So which of us is going to go first?
Okay.
So again, it's a D10 roll.
Right.
Lowest wins.
I've got an 8.
I got a 3, so I'm going to be going first. So this is basically also an alternative action game. So I'm going to pick a model. I'm going to do his 3 actions with it, and then it's going to pass to Ash, backwards and forwards, etc. Okay. Each of the models we've got, because both of us have taken not rookies within the squad, so they've got skills as well that we can use throughout the game. There's a different number of reactions. Nice easy one with movement, aiming, shooting. You can go on some kind of I don't know what's the old term from like Space Hulk and 4K, is it like Overwatch or whatever it is?
Yeah.
But it's called alert in this game, which means you can set yourself up to react to something else that happens. So you can investigate, have a little spy of the hotspots yourself, so you can tell what's going on at them before you actually get too close. Now you won't actually trigger the only way you can trigger one of these hotspots is either to be within 3 inches of them, or to carry out an action which is what we call throw a bolt. So it's basically just picking a stone or something that pops off the floor and throwing it to get some kind of reaction off the hotspot itself.
Alright.
Right, so what we're going to do then, I'm going to take, one of my guys is armed with a rifle with a scope on it, so he's got a bit better range, etc, etc. So he's going to be the sniper type. So with his movement, and pretty much everyone on our side gets to move 6 inches. So what I'm going to do is actually move him and try and get him into the building itself, because obviously being in an elevated position has an actual bonus to the cover that any hostiles may get from him. Now, of course, just to make sure I'm not within 3 inches of any one of those.
Right, so it triggers as soon as you're within 3 inches?
As soon as you're within 3 inches,
Okay. And it's now going to be my turn, right?
Yep.
So you've got all veterans, so every single one of your guys has got 3 activations?
Basically, yes.
So I've got 1 guy with 3 and the rest of mine have 2?
Yep. Okay.
It's nice and easy, only 6 inches move on each thing. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm also one of these people that tells you what I'm going to do before I'm going to...
You might as well explain it to the people at home. That's what they're here for.
So I'm going to, basically, the way I'll see this, I'm going to do the classic mistake in RPGs, and I'm going to split the team. And I'm going to send a few guys towards one objective, a few guys towards another. I'm not sending them all off on their own. But I'm aware, even though we've said we're going to behave, that you've got a guy up in this building with probably 48-inch range, eyes on everything I'm doing. So I'm going to try and see if I can hop tree to tree. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to send this guy... Ooh, I need to be careful I don't go too far. Is this cover?
It will be, yes.
Okay. Let's see if... Right, I reckon with a double move, I can get this mate here, sitting in this crater, poking his head out. I'm more than 3 inches away from that, and two activations means that's that done. Move.
Okay. Right, so I'm going to activate the next guy. So I'm going to go with a single move up to the crater here. Now, one of the ones you can do is you can try and have a spy at the hotspot itself, and that will have an effect a little bit later on when we trigger it. So what he's going to do, he's going to what we call investigate that hotspot. So let's just make sure that we get the correct.
This will be a cut moment.
No, we won't. We'll just go straight with it. I did have me thing in the actions page, but we might as well. So 11. Yeah, I'm sure everyone who knows this game and knows the way around this book is actually screaming at the book right now. So this is going to be an inspect roll. So basically, I must be within line of sight, which obviously I am, and within 12 inches. So I'm going to be well within.
Okay.
Yep, just about within 12 inches. So what I do, basically it takes up 1 action, and I make 1 roll. Hotspot. The action allows the player to, Specific location. It's own hotspot on mission octave. Oh, I don't actually have to take a turn for it.
You just do it automatically?
It's just an automatic action from what I can see, yeah. So basically I've just used one of my actions to be able to inspect this hotspot here, and this is going to have an effect when we actually trigger the hotspot itself. So it's 2 actions he's done so far, and then we're just going to take his final action again. It's just going to be to move up to by this tree line there. Okay.
Very nice. 3 activations is nice, isn't it? Alright, so okay. I'm just gonna follow suit because I don't know what I'm doing as much as you do. So he's gonna move up to there. Because he's the smart one, he's gonna inspect this one.
Okay.
So same again, I'll just stick a marker there.
Yeah.
And that means when we roll to engage with it, it affects the roll.
Well, yes. So basically, when we roll to see what kind of zone hostile appears, we can adjust the dice roll. We can either go +1 or -1, depends how brave we're feeling. And
right.
What it does do in the game is obviously the higher the roll, you have the ability to spawn what we call anomalies. Basically, because you can say that this is irradiated area, there's like, you know, rips in the space-time continuum or whichever way you want to call it. So there's various things that are actually trying to push through these various rips or rifts that you have, and these could be things that are a bit more sought after, so they could be worth a bit more money. So sometimes you want to actually push the difficulty a little bit rather than go back. Right, so next action for me. Again, I've got 3 actions with these guys, so I'm going to move my guy here with my medic with the AK-47. So that's his first move. And then to go on to the alert, which is the ambush type thing, that takes actually 2 actions to be able to do that.
Right.
So basically, he's on alert now to hopefully react whenever I trigger that hotspot itself.
Smart. Okay. And does that alert, will that carry on into another turn, or is that...
No, it's just basically to the end.
So if it doesn't get triggered this turn, then that alert gets lost.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Got you. And that gives you... It costs you 2 to do it, but it gives you an activation when it happens.
Yeah, basically, so when the things, whatever spawns from there, they'd get like a free movement, but I get the chance to interrupt that movement and basically like
pick them off,
have a gun down before they actually get to start moving anywhere.
Love it, absolutely love it. Right, this clever girl is gonna do the classic like cartoon shuffle from tree to tree. That's her 2 moves.
Okay.
Is it your last guy now, I think?
It will be my last one. So I'm just going to get to the thing for trying to trigger one of these hotspots. It is called throwing a bolt, so it's going to be... Right, so question, page 41 of the rulebook, for anyone who's following along at home with the rulebook. So mission objectives and hotspots can be triggered by other means. Players can have one of their models toss a bolt into the location's 3-inch reaction radius. Okay, this will basically make any zone hostiles for that area spawn. Simply have a crew member declare the intention to spend an action to make an attempt and treat it as a grenade throw. So we'll have to relate to page 12 or page 27. And if it's a successful test, then the bolt toss triggers the location, and then we get to see what type of zone hostiles are going to come out. So 12 and 27. Let's have a look. So indirect fire. So it says treat it as a grenade, so that I presume that's got the same range as a grenade.
I would assume so, if it doesn't say otherwise.
When using indirect fire, the attacker suffers -1 penalty to their combat ability. So because the guys are the veteran, they've got normal compatibility of 6. So to be able to trigger it, I'm going to have to get a 5 or less if I go with this one, which I presume is what it means by grenade toss. It's always going to be an indirect shot.
Right.
But I don't know. If I'm playing this wrong, please let us know in the comments below.
They will.
Okay, sure they will. Now, do I see? Because I've got the 3 actions. So, am I within? First off, am I within the 18 inches for the shot itself? Yes, I am. So, can I go on alert first? Spend my 2 actions for that, and then the 1 action throwing the bolt.
To throw a bolt. I think you probably could, right? Unless alert, because it doesn't say it uses all your actions. It says it uses 2.
No,
actions,
it just says it uses 2 actions.
And it also says in the actions that you can choose them in any order that you want.
Okay.
So if you've got an extra action, then yeah, like imagine like aiming up your rifle and then tossing something in whilst you're aiming.
We're going to go for it. We'll check it afterwards. But again, if you want to let us know if you've got that right, if you played differently or whatever, let's see what we got. So, D10 based. So I'm looking for a 5 or less to spring it. Well, I've got me 5.
All right. Right, now I'm excited. Something's going to happen.
I've now triggered that hotspot. And then what we have to do, we have to roll another... Oh, we need a D6. You've got a D6 handy, you have, haven't you?
I've got a couple.
Right then, so basically we get a D6 roll on a zone hostile table.
And you get to adjust it one either way.
And because I've scouted it or inspected it, I get to either put that result up 1 or down 1.
All right.
It's dependent.
I'm gonna roll it.
You can roll the D6s for us, so 3. So I could either have 6 zombies turn up.
Yeah.
Or I could put it up by 1 and have 6 what we call radghouls, whatever radghouls are, and we'll have a look in a minute.
Sounds very Fallout.
Or I could go down and have some feral dogs, 6 feral dogs turn up.
I find them the scariest of all.
I think we're going to have to go for some doggy action, aren't we, really?
Gross.
I think we are going to have some doggy action.
Fine.
Right, so basically now, to deploy these dogs from this hotspot, it's a D10 roll. Then because you've got the points on the D10, it's D10 inches in a random direction.
Right, yeah.
So, oh, they're going to be right by me.
9 inches right over to him. Yuck.
So that's pretty much right over here, right next.
It jumped out the crater.
To my bone dog. No, hang on. No, it's not right, is it? Because they've spawned now, haven't they? So I've got the 6.
So was that their movement you were rolling for there?
So that's the 6. The 6 dogs have now spawned around that area. But because I've got my 2 aims, it means I'm going to get to have a shot at them before they actually move anywhere, because I don't want them getting close to me.
No.
Right, so both my guys who are on alert, both veterans, both armed with the ranged weapon of a nice AK-74, so a couple of assault rifles. So, each weapon's got a different amount of firepower, which is the amount of shots per action you can get. So the assault rifles themselves have got a firepower of 3.
Very nice.
So I'm going to be rolling 3 dice.
Cool.
Okay. I've got to get equal to or less than my combat ability, which is 6. But both these guys have been equipped. Well, not the medic has been equipped with a red dot scope to the AK-47, which means at the half range, which is 9 inches, which I know they're in because you've just measured it, I get +1.
Okay.
So I've got 7 or less to get now.
Yep.
But But terrain does have an effect. Now I'm going to say obviously he's going to be shooting over the top of this crater. So I'm going to treat it as some kind of soft cover.
Okay.
Which means it negates the bonus that I did get for my red dot. So on the dice I'm still looking 6 or less.
Yep.
On the front. So I've got 1 successful hit there, okay? So you're going to do, obviously roll the armour ratings for...
Am I rolling the saves?
Basically rolling the saves for these guys.
Yep.
So the assault rifle itself has got a -1 armour modifier. So for the dogs, you've got to roll 1d10 for each hit. So you're going to roll for one of them, and you've got to get a 1, basically.
Oh, really? That's the only way it's going to survive?
That's the only way, because the dogs themselves have got an armour of 2.
Yeah.
But my weapon gives it a -1
Okay.
damage modifier. So you've got to roll a 1 to save the 1 hit.
Relatively easy to pick off then.
Relatively easy to pick
Probably
off.
absolutely terrifying when they get to you.
Yeah.
So am I rolling for just the 2 front ones, is it?
No, it's just basically because I've only just got 1 hit.
Oh, you've only got
just
1 in?
rolling 1.
Okay, right. Watch me get a 1 now. I didn't know it was a 2.
No, 2.
But
So
yeah.
I've taken 1 out. So I've blasted 1. Right, so that's him gone off his alert. But I've still got my leader, who can have another go as well. He's got the same rifle, but he hasn't got the red dot this time, so this is just going to be straight 6. There's no terrain in the way, so it's just 6 or less on 3 dice. So that's a 4, 2 and a 1.
Gorgeous.
Now a 1 is pretty much you can relate it to a critical success.
Yeah.
Because I've rolled a 1, I get to have a free action.
Oh, gorgeous.
So pretty much you've got to do the 3 saves now.
Yeah.
Each one of them again at a 1.
Yeah.
And then I get to have another shot.
Another shot?
Yeah.
1 shot or another 3 shots?
No, another 1 shot with 3 dice.
Oh,
yeah.
nice. Okay. So they all went through, so we all need 1s.
Yeah.
I'm using DO 100s for people that give a shit, but it's the same as a D10, isn't it? Not a single one.
Okay, so that's another 3 done.
Very nice.
So I'm going to take the 3 out that were on there. And then what I'm going to say, because I've taken those 3 out, I've got the 2 now, but I'm going to say they're behind cover. So now instead I'm looking for a 5.
Yep.
Because of the covers having an effect. Well, so I've got another 2 successes, a 2 and a 5 this time. So we need another
2 1s.
Another 2 1s.
If we get 0 1s, then you've absolutely decked that unit. Oh, there's a 1!
Okay, so one of them has survived, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to take that one. So basically that one now gets to move that 9 inches
Yeah.
this way.
Chew your guy's face off.
So the 9 inches was to about there. Now they do get, I think I'm right in saying they get a free action. So basically the miniatures, they're using a D10 indirect deviation to see where they've gone. Hostile models appear instantly and can make 1 free move to seek cover or to engage the nearest visible enemy. So once the zone hostiles appear, they join the initiative action phase in last place. So basically I've done all mine.
I've still got some
You've got a couple of guys left to do, so you
Yeah.
do your ones and then we go
Doggies.
to the doggy.
Yeah, alright then. So I realised a minute ago, he's my veteran, I should have moved him all the way into there. But he forgot his place, so he's now there. So this guy is now going to take his 2 moves up into that crater, prepped up for the next turn.
Okay.
And then that means I can do this guy going on alert. So he's going 2 moves straight into there. Let's put him there just so he's ready to patch up anyone that gets murked. And then this lad is going to go to there. Totally able to be picked off by your sniper if he fancies it. And I think that's my turn, because again all of my guys are 2 active apart from this guy. They're all 2 activations, so.
Right then, so let's have a look then. I presume you're going to have that dog running and attack me, aren't you?
Absolutely. Why wouldn't
I presume you are. So we're going to go melee combat. So melee combat, similar required to ranged. Attacker must spend an action to attack.
Yep.
So this is a simultaneous brawl. Both the attacker and the defender will roll the appropriate firepower and armour save rolls at the same time. Okay, so for every round of money, each player takes into account the model's respective combat abilities. So, the dog itself, let's have a look at its combat ability for the dog. So the dog's combat ability is 4. So you're going to be rolling 1 dice and trying to get a 4 or less.
Oh, he's not great, is he?
I myself, again, I'm going to use my combat ability of 6.
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm armed with a pistol for combat.
Yep.
Okay.
Got a 4.
And I've got a 5, so we both hit each other.
Yeah.
Okay. So my pistol does a -1 to your armour.
Yeah.
So for you to survive, again, you've got to roll that 1.
Okay.
Okay.
There is a rule I read, again, correct me, I'm sure someone will. You could use a hit to become a parry to cancel out another hit. Is that, have I understood that correctly? So you roll all your hits together, and then you can use your hits instead of creating damage to parry an opponent's hit before your roll saves.
Let's go back. Yeah, you're asking me questions down the rule book, but you know. Well done. Well done for putting me on the spot.
You know, like I said, I haven't read the whole book too thoroughly, but there's some rules that have stuck out.
Right,
because I thought that was interesting, because I like face-to-face combat stuff.
Okay, so right, hit and parry. At the end of each round of melee, number of successful hits by both attacker and defender is compared. The attacker then has the option to use any of their successful hits to parry an equal number of the defender's successful hits. So you can use your successful hit to parry my successful hit.
There we go.
Quite rightly. Okay, so you're going to do that?
Well, but now that I've been a wanker and asked the rule, I'd feel bad if I didn't. But narratively, I don't think a dog would be parrying. I think he'd be getting murked. So I think he's going to try and hit you.
Right, okay. So basically that means then...
But it does mean that you could parry. That's the point.
I could do, but let's just have a look about the dog itself. Because the dog isn't actually armed with anything. He's got
big teeth.
Big teeth and some claws. So let's see what that actually... Does that have any kind of effect? So dogs with teeth, weapons with teeth and claws. We're going to have to find the weapons table now, aren't we?
It's the top one in melee. I've got it here actually. Go on. Go on, lad. There we go. So, teeth/claws is melee, firepower 1, damage 0. So it doesn't affect armor save at all. But it doesn't also say anything about not parrying with it or anything like that. Is there a special rule on a dog that says that they would?
No, there's nothing special. It's just teeth and claws, isn't it?
So I'm affecting your armor save not at all.
Yeah.
And you're affecting mine by 1. So I need to get that 1 again.
Yeah, you need to get the 1, and then I need to roll a 5 or less.
Okay.
So I'm going to risk it for a biscuit, I think.
Okay.
Because he's the medic anyway, so he can heal himself of this.
Alright.
Anyway. Well, I got a 2 anyway, so I've saved.
And he got his 4 and died.
Okay, so there you go.
You've smashed him up.
So the last of the doggies is gone. So basically now we can say what we're going to do. We're going to replace this nice red token with a white one to know that we've now cleared that hotspot.
Neutralise the objective.
Okay, so that is basically
Turn 1.
turn 1, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Why don't we take some photos? End of turn 1 photos. Here's your cut point.
You can tell this is the first time we've actually played this game, but hopefully we've done enough that we're not making too many glaring mistakes, but I'm sure
we're making plenty.
Sure we're making plenty.
Yeah.
Well, it's always nice. It's always better to watch people messing up than
makes you feel good about yourself when you know the rules that the nerds don't know.
Of course it does.
There we go. Nice bit of Kieran's legs in there.
Okay. Right, so we're going to get into turn 2. So again,
Initiative.
straight off, initiative phase. Let's see.
Lowest number.
Go first. 3.
5.
Okay, so it's going to be myself next. Right, so I'm going to move my leader, the guy who was hanging back. I'm going to move the Turk.
All right.
The Turk's going to be up. And he's not called the Turk because he's got a fez on whatsoever.
Definitely not.
Definitely not.
We wouldn't be so insensitive.
So he's going to do a double move.
Mm-hmm.
So that gets him up to the up to the hotspot, and then he's going to have a look at the cleared hotspots and see what is actually there.
Presents.
So this is going to be on the salvage table. So again, we have to roll a d6.
Oh, I'm on it.
Okay, and the higher the value, obviously, the more that we're going to get out of it. So.
Well, I'm really good at rolling ones, so hopefully.
Okay, well, whatever.
That's a 5.
5 this time. Okay. So salvage value of 750. So it's 750 rubles because obviously we're based in Russia on this.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 2 rolls on the basic equipment table at the end of the game.
Oh, that's exciting.
So there you go. So that's my first bit of salvage gear. Okay. So I'm going to make a note of that while Ash takes his first turn.
All right. My first turn's going to be really exciting, and this young lady here is going on alert.
Okay. Right, so my guys, I'm going to then move my duck up. He's going to come up, and it's actually going to be free movement, movement actions to get him into the corner of that building.
Okay. So I'm going to be that guy. Alert for Batty McShotgun.
Okay. I'm going to move my whoever told them. I might as well use them by names. Because I've given them by names. I like giving the story to my characters. So this is going to be Red Joe. Red Joe armed with his RPG.
Nice.
He's going to make one move up to the corner there, and then go on alert.
Thrilling ride.
It is, isn't it?
My leader here is gonna. Where's my tape gone? There it is. My leader here is gonna take a 6-inch move. Ooh, can I get to that terrain? No, I can't. But let's just put him here. And he's gonna go on alert.
I think the viewers at home can rightly say that the next 2 actions will not be going on alert.
Nope.
Unless, you know, unless Ash is playing some kind of strange game that we don't really know about.
Yeah.
Right, so, Polish, my sniper.
Oh, right. Because he's Polish?
Because he's Polish.
Yeah.
Funny enough. He's going to go on alert with his first, and then he's, without even spying or having a look at that hostile marker that's on the BMW, we're just going to go straight for see if we can trigger it.
Oof.
Okay, so it's just going to be throwing the bolt, so it's going to be an indirect shot again. Need to be within the 18 inches, well within that. So it's just going to be again, 5 or less. 9. So no, I have not triggered.
Good. Because that could have gone really bad for me once everything poured out of that car and ran towards me.
Well, you never know. You never know.
Well, that's why the guys want alert, huh? Alright then, so if that's probably safe there, then let's go with the safer, oh, I don't know if it's safer option first. This guy is going to move here and throw a bolt. So let's get him in some cover. Are we going to call this bit here cover?
Yeah, we'll call it anything.
Yeah.
will be sort of like soft cover, really.
There we go. So you've got some soft cover, throwing a bolt straight in there.
Okay.
So is this where I roll a d6?
No, it's a D10.
Yeah.
D10 against your combat ability.
Combat ability.
With a -1 modifier because it's an indirect, because it's like throwing a grenade. So
right. So 5 or less, like it was last time.
Is he a
hardened
veteran or is hardened? I think he's going to be a 4 or less. To be honest.
4 or less. We have a look.
I think his combat ability will be 5 for hardened, won't it? I know it's 6 for veteran.
His combat ability, yeah, it's 5. You're right. So it's a 4 to trigger this oil drum. It's a 9.
No. So he's picked up
what
he thought was a rock.
Yeah.
Which ended up being some kind of petrified dog turd or something like that. And he's thrown it through the air and it's just turned to dust. Okay, but it's still, because I've moved all my guys, so it's still your turn.
Okay. Well, so she's on alert. She's got an action, but it's currently effectively useless. So I might hang on to her for a second and just do some movement at the end, and I'm going to throw a bolt with this guy.
Okay, at the other one, yeah.
Into here. So it's going to be the same again, right? I'm going to need a 4.
Yeah, if he's hardened again, yeah.
Yeah, 4 or less. It's an 8. Can I use my second action to do it again?
Yeah, can do.
Let's do it. It's a 3!
Okay, so you got in there?
Yep.
Right, so D6 roll.
Yep.
You can't adjust it up or down because you haven't
inspected
it. Yeah.
Because I inspected it last turn, would that not have met?
No, but basically because the inspection, you have to trigger it in the same
turn.
Same turn, yeah. So
cool. So D6 roll, and what I get is what I get.
Yeah.
It's a 5, which is not.
Okay, so that's going to be
Radgulls.
It's going to be 4 bandits.
Oh.
Okay. So all the bandits are probably one of the worst ones you can get because they're all armed with some type of rifle, right? Mm-hmm. So you get to have, obviously, your shots. No, because what we're going to do is find out where
they're going.
They are going to be moving. So roll your
D10.
10-sided dice and see which way they're going to be going.
They're going 7 inches this way. So I get to react before they disappear, don't I?
Yeah, because basically now what you'll do, they'll start moving.
Yeah.
And what we'll say is now you'll take your reactionary shots as they move out into the open, so they're not going to be...
Alright.
Okay.
Let's have a look then. So
what are you guys armed with?
So the he's got a shotgun.
Yeah.
And he's got a mortar.
Right, okay.
Can I overwatch with a mortar? I'll be able to shoot with a mortar, won't I?
Yeah, of course. I don't see why.
And see if he just bombs the absolute crap out of them. So let's go with the shotgun first and save the mortar till last because the mortar sounds fun.
So your shotgun is 3 dice.
Yep.
Okay.
Where's my other dice gone? Oh, it's there.
So it's 3 dice to be able to roll, and you're looking for your combat ability. So it's going to be 5 with him again. Is he hardened one? Yeah. So 5 again.
2.
So 2 hits.
Yep.
Measure the distance.
It's definitely within the difference.
Yeah, no, but it's got different damage bonus.
Oh, apologies.
Yeah, if it's within 6 inches, it's got 3.
Not within
minus 3, but above to its range of 12, it's got a minus 2.
Okay.
So these guys were the bandits, weren't they?
Yep.
So they've got an armour of... Bandits have got an armour of 5.
Okay.
So 5 minus 2. How many hits did you get? 2?
2 hits.
So I've got to roll
3 or less.
3 or less. So I've got 1 3 and 1 10.
Okay.
So basically you've taken one of them out.
Cool.
So
and now let's fire Bossman's mortar. See how that turns out.
Right, mortar. Right, mortar. 6 to 60 inch range.
Yep.
Okay. It's 1 shot, so it's only one dice roll.
Mhm.
And basically,
it's got a bunch of stuff on it that I didn't even bother reading.
Reload.
Crew served, indirect fire, reload.
Okay, so it's going to have an effect because that crew served is going to have to have an effect. Crew served weapons are stationary positions, no movement possible.
Okay, he hasn't got a mortar then.
Right, do you want to change that out? Do you want to get something else? Do you want to go with an RPG?
Yeah, let's go with an RPG. I want him to have something really explosive. Let's go an RPG.
So, Jesus. So it's going to be a blast template, small blast template.
Oh,
so
nice.
It's a 3-inch blast template. So basically, you're going to be hitting anything under that 3-inch. So luckily enough,
I reckon they're all within that 3 inches.
So the 3 inches. Again, I'll cover up the companies and the games name. So yeah, it's all going to be all 3 of them, isn't it?
Yeah.
So therefore, then, so you've got to roll for your RPG. Again, it's 1 dice.
1 shot.
1 shot. So you're
and he's a veteran, so it's going to be
6 or less. Yeah.
Okay. Watch me mess it. Oh, it's a 1. It's a crit.
It's a 1. So yeah. So you get to have another action after this anyway.
It's going to be beautiful.
So it's damage. So it's a -4. So for each one of those guys, I've got to roll 1. No. So basically, you have decimated the one guy. But the RPGs, you cannot. You need to spend an action now to reload it.
Reload it. So what is going to? So my extra action does that have to be an extra shot? I have to.
No. You can. It's just an extra action. So if you wanted to move towards that. So obviously that's now been cleared.
Yep.
So if you wanted to move towards it, you could do.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to spend my action to reload his RPG.
Fair enough.
So I've got it ready for next time.
Cool.
So that's that done. And then we've got this chickadee here. And she's got an action to spend. So what I might do...
Well, is she on...
She's on alert.
Well,
yeah.
why don't you try and throw the bolt with her as well?
Because whatever comes out, I can't then deal with.
Well, what's she armed with?
Rifle.
Just a rifle.
Yeah, not the assault one. The other one.
Okay, just a standard rifle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you only are only going to be getting one.
The
one shot,
bottom rifle. This one here. For
yeah.
those watching at home. The longer range.
Okay, so you do get 2 shots with it.
Okay.
Well, two dice with it.
But I don't want to go shooting you right now. Let's throw the bolt. Let's just throw the bolt in there.
See what you can do.
Let's see what happens. Combat ability 5.
So it's going to be 4 or less, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep. 2.
Yeah. So basically, she's thrown it in. So let's see.
Let's have a look. Oh, it's going to be bad.
Oh, it's going to be. It's going to be the big dirty mutant. Yeah. So because it was a 6, not only is it mutant, but it also spawns what we call an anomaly.
Okay.
At that area. So we're going to have to put some. We're going to put one of these counters, and we're going to put it face up. Now the mutants themselves are going to be quite tough days. So let's have a. Oh, look at one of these.
Oh,
guys.
look at him.
So he's literally just come out. He's literally just come out the tank. You've thrown something against the tank, and he's gone right.
Climbed out the ooze.
Right. So mutants themselves have. Still only have 1.
Am I going to roll the D10 for him to move?
Yeah, you're going to have to roll the D10 for him to move.
Yeah. Let's get that going then. So. 6 inches this way.
Okay, so he's going to try and be moving off the table, but you are on your alert, so you might as well have the shots.
My alert was my throwing the bolt. So she hasn't got a shot now. She had 1 action left. She went on alert, which gave her an action later in the turn, which she's just spent now.
Oh, no. The alert is basically the reaction to something else, so you can't...
Oh.
You can't actually throw the bolt with it, so he hasn't...
He's not there.
He's not there.
Oh, I apologise. I thought it was just...
Plus the anomaly, isn't there?
I thought it was a saving
No,
action.
it's a reaction to whatever would appear there.
I've been playing too much Warcry.
Yes. you've dodged the mutant bullet, though.
Oh my goodness. Right, I feel bad though if something simple comes out of there. I want the mutant to climb out next time.
Okay, well, go on, investigate it,
okay.
And make sure you put the roll up.
Okay, alright,
yeah.
Fine. Yeah.
So, turn 3 then?
Turn 3.
8 this time, come on, you've got to be able to beat 8.
6!
Yeah, so go on then, you first then.
Yes! Right, so how do I get to the stuff that's here? Is it
basically, you've got to go in, get to it, and spend an action to investigate it.
Okay. Being within 3 or something like that, yeah?
Yeah, being in with its radius, it's reaction radius, which is like 3 inches or whatever.
Radiant.
Okay.
Okay, so let's move one of these guys over there to get my stuff before you snipe it with your 18-inch movement. So let's do this. He's gonna. I'm gonna lose a thing then, aren't I? I can move, grab the stuff, and move again, can't I?
Yeah, because you
I've got 3 actions with this guy. So he's gonna move over to there. He will investigate it.
Okay, so roll your d6.
D6. 6.
So 6 is salvage value of 1,000. So you've got 1,000 rubles.
Lovely.
Plus 1 roll on the advanced equipment table.
Oh, top lad.
So for later on, when we do the after effects of the battle, you've got the possibility of getting something a bit
fruity.
So he's got the 1 action left. So we'll take these off because they've now been spent.
There's the 6 inches going to get him. Not going to get him over there. I think he might come and get behind this tree for a bit of cover when whatever kicks off here kicks off.
Okay.
So that's him done.
Right, so what have we got? Okay. Right, so Joe, with his RPG, first action, he's going to scout the objective marker and then go on alert.
Okay. Nice. Now, if you've scouted that objective marker, but I trigger it, do I get to adjust it by 1?
Probably I could choose whether to push it up or down.
To make it worse for me?
Maybe.
Yeah, no, I like that. That's fine. I'm perfectly happy with that being the way that goes. I'm going to stay.
I think that sounds a bit more cinematic and a bit more thematic, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Right, so excitingly, alert for Shotty McShotson.
Okay. Do I just go for it straight away?
Triggering the objective?
Go for it straight away. Or do I get all my blokes onto... What I'm going to do, I'm going to move this guy up. I'm going to move the Turk up 6 to get to there.
Okay.
Put him on alert.
Yep.
And then we'll go for it.
Yeah, deal with it.
Go for it on the next guy. So at least I've got a couple.
Okay.
That I can do, yeah.
Because I know this is about to kick off and it's very possibly going to be you that kicks it off, because I feel if I trigger it now I'm going to be in trouble. I'm just going to start doing alert for him, just in case he needs it.
Okay. So the Doc is going to throw his bolt in.
Okay.
Shoot his... Oh, no, I shouldn't say that really, should I? We'll scrub that. We'll put a beep on that one, I think.
A little klaxon on it.
Yeah, right. So we've got 3 actions. So we're going to go first one. So looking for 5 left, aren't we? So it's triggered.
Very nice.
So roll d6 for me then, since you've got the d6.
And then you get to adjust it 1
and
point.
I'll get to adjust it up or down 1. So
it's a 4.
So I can either put it up to the 5 for the 4 bandits with an anomaly as well.
Ooh.
Or I could put it down to 3 and have 6 zombies. You know what? Got to be in it to win it, haven't you? So we're going to put it up to the 5.
Yeah.
We're going to have the 4 bandits back on the table.
Yeah.
We have the 4 bandits back on.
Getting out of each door.
Okay. So obviously they were inside that car and they've been inside this car trying to take it apart to find out whatever's in there. So they're going to go 5 inches that way.
Straight towards me.
So they're going to end up somewhere around, from the centre of that, they're going to end up around about there. But as they come piling out, I'm going to take my shots. So I'm going to do with Joe first with his RPG. RPG was the same as yours, so it's got the 3-inch radius. So I full-heartedly presume that all of those are going to be. Yeah, you can say that you can get more.
Yeah.
Right, so it's one shot.
Is the car going to explode?
Okay. Well, you never know. Maybe I'm going to shoot it through one window and it comes out the other window.
Yeah, alright.
Maybe. Right, so I need a 6 or less to get me shot in. No, so I've missed with my RPG. So that was a waste. But I have got Turk on alert as well. So he's with his assault rifle. So I've got 3 shots. 6s again. So I've got a 6, a 5 and a 3.
Very nice.
6, a 5 and a 3. So they were armour of 5. It's -1 for the assault rifle. So you've got saves. You've got to do 3 saves.
4s or less.
4s or less.
Okay. Let's roll them all together. Not 1. 3 dead.
Okay, so that's 3 of them gone. Blast, blast, blast. Okay.
So was that an RPG with 3 shots?
No, that's it's his AK-74.
Ah, sorry. Yeah.
But I've still got another 2 actions with Doc as well, because it was his first one to throw the bolt, wasn't it?
Throw the bolt.
So he threw the bolt, that activated.
Yeah.
That's been the 2 guys on alert done. So we've still got another 2 actions, so we might as well try and take the last guy down. So he's got a AK-47 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 3 hits, 2 6s and a 3.
Okay.
So again, it's 3 saves at 4 or less.
Good luck, our kid. Not 1.
Okay, so basically, blah 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 blah.
Yeah. Absolute massacre as soon as they stepped out of the car.
So that is fair. Okay.
Another anomaly there.
So yes, so there is a. We'll have them. Anomalies will be black sided up.
Could I have his reaction to them coming out to be to run towards them?
Could do, yeah, because it's a reaction to them.
You don't have to shoot, right?
You don't have to shoot. It's just let's have a look. Actually, alert. Let's see what it actually says. I am definitely going to mark this book up with everything.
Yeah, it's worth some little
alerts, 2 actions. A unit may hold 1 action in reserve, so interrupt. Yeah, so it can be a move, shoot, aim.
Yeah.
Even throw a grenade if you choose to.
Yeah. So as a reaction, he'll leg it towards him.
Yeah.
He's got his gas mask on. There's an RPG going off, a hail of gunfire, and in he comes. Looking for survivors. So they've all activated. And now we've got this little business down here to deal with, haven't we?
Well, I've still got 1 guy left to go. So is that your actual? Is that just a reaction? And
so that was a reaction.
So now you're just going to have a turn for one of your.
He's already he's on alert. He's on alert. He moved over there and moved back. Oh, he hasn't been yet. He's the one that hasn't been. Yeah, there we go. So what I'll do is, let's see if I can just trigger this. So he's on alert. She's got a couple of actions. So for her first action, she's going to throw a bolt at the tank. Or do I inspect it first and then throw a bolt?
It's up to you. Do you want to put it up and hopefully get that mutant back out again?
I want the mutant out. Inspect's free, isn't it? Just puts it up.
Yeah, it's just basically it's just your spent of action.
Yeah.
Just have a look at it.
So now I need to get was it a 5 or less to trigger it? No, 4 or less because it's -1, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's -1 to you. Yeah, so it's indirect roll. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a 5, so she doesn't trigger it. Having a nice read there, mate.
Yeah, I'm just because searching an actual anomaly is different from searching a standard.
Right.
done the thing, so I needed to have a. I needed to make sure that we're going to do it right. Okay. So last guy I've got is going to be Polish, who's up there. So first move is going to be down the steps, then another 3. And then the 6 to get to the trunk of the car, where the anomaly obviously is. So, anomalies are treated as an area effect similar to a grenade blast in order to avoid the effects of the anomaly and retrieve whatever artifact lies in its centre. The model must expend 1 action to search, so that's going to be my final action. As well as that, I have to pass a will check.
Okay.
Or basically the anomaly is making me wipe out a little bit. So the target number for a will check is the searching model's will stat, with a negative modifier equivalent to the mission area's threat level. So we're at threat level 2.
Okay.
So that means I've got to have a 4 or less.
Oh, good luck.
Any nearby leaders grant a bonus to this roll. So the leaders, Turk, if I'm within 12 inches, I give him +1. So I'm within 12 inches. So I'm lucky. His will is 6. -2 because of the threat level, back up 1 because the leader been there. So I'm looking for a 5 or less to successfully search this anomaly. No.
10.
So I'm standing there and it's some kind of radiation giving off and I'm going a bit doolally. So there you go. So that's my
Final
turn.
activation.
That's my final activation done.
Okay. Okay. So I guess because an alert can be a reaction to anything, right?
Alert is reaction to a hostile movement, I think.
Hostile movement. Okay. So his alert thing will now be wasted.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nothing
Yeah.
hostile has happened.
Yeah, may hold 1 action in reserve to interrupt an opponent's activation.
Okay. So interrupt an opponent. That's the.
I don't know if you want to say that that's mine or the actual.
It's either, isn't it? It's the hostiles or yours.
Yeah.
But interrupt is do it before, right? So
Yeah.
I guess I couldn't do it after. I couldn't do it in a
you have to say, oh, you're moving there, right? I'm going to.
Before you do that, yeah. Cool. Just trying to get my head around it. So this guy, just so that we've got it ready for the next turn, is gonna dubsy move so that he. Oh, he's not within 3 of the shithouse. He's gonna do it. He's gonna move into it and grab it. Ready for the next turn.
Okay.
We're starting to see this happen now, aren't we?
Okay. So it's now turn 4, yeah?
Okay.
All yours done, yeah?
Yeah, all done.
Right, and so let's see who's going to go first. 10. Can you beat a 10?
I did with a 7.
Well, there you go then. So it's going to be your
First activation.
first then.
Now, can we inspect this and and alter the results just like we would with a normal?
No, because this isn't a.
It's a mission objective.
Yeah, because it's an art. I don't know if you can. No, because basically it's just it's appearing out of no, it's coming out of some ripping space and time.
Okay.
So I don't think you can actually
Alter it. So no point in
alter
inspecting
it. No.
Okay then. In which case, let's have Mr. Exploding Shotty. He's going to come round this side of the car, get into cover of the door because he can see these little shit houses. I mean, sorry for swearing. To there, and he's going to try and get hold of the anomaly.
So he's hardened, yeah.
He's hardened, which I think is.
So he's going to have his will of 5, I believe.
Let's just check.
He's going to have his
Will of 5, you're right.
Yeah, and that means it's going to be
3 or less.
3 or less because of the.
Yeah.
Thingy.
How did you get your bonus before?
Because my leader was in 12 inches of him.
Oh, is my leader within 12 inches
So
of him?
see if he is.
Oh, bang on. If that's 12 over my guy, is that over my guy?
Go a bit closer. Go down a bit closer. Come on. Do a proper measurement.
You're going to be like that, Kieran. You move to there, alright?
I'm not going to be like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're
I just want to show the people at home that you do actually sort of, measure properly. We do measure properly on this channel.
I don't care. I want it. I want it to happen. So now I'm rolling a 4 or less. 4 or less,
yeah.
It's an ace.
Okay,
so all that faffing about the movement made no difference.
Okay.
So that's him activated.
Right. So, it's going to be my leader. Double movement, 1, 2. And then with his third action, he's going to investigate. Now, because he's the leader, he's got a higher will, so he's at will 7.
Right.
-2. Because obviously he can't give himself a bonus, so it's 5 or less. 2.
Got it.
So I've successfully inspected that, which means I get to roll on the artifact table.
Ooh.
Which is a okay, so D6.
All right. 1.
But it's an artifact value of 2,000 rubles.
That's quite nice. No bonuses though, just 2.
No bonuses, just
2 grand.
Just 2 grand.
2 grand.
Okay, so yeah, so that's my
Cool.
him gone.
Okay. Let's just go with. I'm not even going to go with going on alert. I'm just going to throw a.
Throw the bolt.
Throw the bolt in. In fact, that was from the last turn, wasn't it? So I'm just going to throw a bolt in. Just because I'd rather have 3 things available to do. Yep.
Okay.
So he's got his bolt in, which means now I roll on this table.
Yeah.
And we just get what we get. I didn't expect it, so tough. 3.
3. So that's going to be.
Is that the doggos?
I think that might be the doggies again. No, that is 6 zombies.
Oh yes, we're getting them all out.
Zombies. Okay. So let's put them. It's not walking in front of the camera. But,
through the cable now.
okay. So let's put our zombies around. So again, now, because you're not on alert, are you? So
no.
basically they roll a d10 to find out which way they're going.
Okay. 7 inches that way.
Okay, so they're going to move the 7 inches that way and then they'll get their free action.
Before I get to do my second action with his activation?
Yeah, because basically they've come out and they get to do an immediate action and then they'll go into the round at the end. So.
Got you.
So basically they're going to move to there and the zombie can move. I don't think it's 6. I think a zombie can move 4 or something stupid like that.
Oh, so even though it's 7, they're only moving 4.
So a zombie can move 4. So it's they've appeared 7 inches away. 7 inches away.
Got you.
But they're going to take their immediate action to move 4 inches back towards whichever the nearest.
Yeah. Which I think is quite
nearest target is. So it could be me, could be you.
Let's have a look. So you are 13 away. But yeah, I'm definitely closest.
Okay, so they're going to move 4 back then.
4 back. Should have just moved them 3 out, shouldn't I, really?
Well, again, but you know, when you move them, they could have been closer to me, you know what I mean? So it could have been the effect that...
Let's put that over there. Okay.
Okay.
Zombs. Second action, shotgun at those guys.
Okay, so it's your 2 dice then, isn't it?
On the shotgun, wasn't it 3?
No, was it 3 or was it 2?
Let's just check it, Kieran, because I
can't remember. Or was it 2 on the? It was 2 on the rifle, wasn't it? Yeah, it was 3 on the shotgun, wasn't it?
Her rifle, yeah, that's a 2. I
Yeah,
remember
it was
that
2
one.
on the rifle.
I mean, I'm not going to remember this for a good while, yeah. Which I'm fine with. Fine with that. Someone's screaming how many shots a shotgun has at me right now. It's 3.
It's 3, okay. And they're above 6 inches, so it's only going to be -2 to their armour.
Correct.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Here we go then. So that's a no. He's 5, isn't he? So
yeah.
1 hit.
Okay, 1 hit at a -2.
Yeah.
Zombies have an armour of 6.
Because it's just sludge.
Because they're just, you know.
Just absorbing.
So it is a 4 or less. No. So you have taken. I'm just going to take the nearest one off. Bosh.
I have sunk about.
Okay. So there you go. That was your action.
Yep.
So my next one. Where are we going to go?
You got your 2 guys hunkered in the building there.
Yeah, and I've still got. Well, because my first action was first action this turn was only with the Turk. Everyone else hasn't gone yet, have they? Because you went first.
Yeah.
Then I went. Then you've gone again. So it's mine.
Got you.
Right. So. Yeah. We shall go with 3 actions. So he fired his RPG. So he's going to spend 1 action to reload his RPG. And then we're going to have a double movement over to there. There you go. Done.
Nice and easy.
Yeah.
Definitely got to get me some RPG bits for Mr. Captain over here, I think.
I'll have a look in the bits box in a bit because I'm sure I've got some spares of them.
Some RPGs?
Yeah.
That'd be great. That'd be really great. As I need to have an RPG literally going along his arm as he's pointing there. Okay, so question now. Do I just trying to take these guys out, or am I going to attack here? I don't think I want to do that yet. I think I'm better off going over this way. So, I think those zombies are still going to come towards me. So she's just going to take a couple of shots at these guys.
Okay.
So she's got 2 shots, hasn't she? She's got a longer range, but only 2 shots.
Yes.
She's got the AK-74, the not this one.
If my World War II and Cold War knowledge serves me well, if it's the long Russian sniper rifle, it's the Dragunov.
Oh, the Dragunov. Yeah.
Dragunov rifle, yeah. So yeah.
That name's one that rings a bell purely because of, is it Tekken that they have someone called Dragunov? Oh, someone's screaming that at me right now as well.
Computer gaming, remember mate.
Too old for that.
Yeah, too old.
It's had a Spectrum.
Spectrum 48k with the rubber keys.
So, definitely within range.
Definitely within range.
2 shots.
2 shots.
5 or less.
Yeah. Any of yours got, didn't you put a scope on?
Oh, I put all sorts of stuff on, mate, and I've forgotten all about it.
Right, so if it's the scope, if it's a red dot,
yeah,
it's if it's +1, if it's at half range.
Right, so she's got hard and steady hands.
Okay.
So I reckon steady hands might make a difference to a shot.
I think steady hands is something to do when you're like inspecting a piece of equipment or something like to make sure that you don't set off a bomb or something.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I wrote it down because steady hands sounded like.
Yeah, it sounded like
Oh no, it's what I thought it was. Steady hands +1 to ranged attack rolls.
There you go then.
So it's like basically I used to play Wild West Exodus and there's Calamity Jane. She's there drinking the whiskey, taking her rifle shots and nailing everything on like a 2er. So yeah, she's got a +1. So she's normally a 5. It's going to be a 6 now with 2 shots. That is 1 and 2. So they both hit.
Okay.
And that is what do they call it? They call it damage, don't they? But it's how
it's damage. Yeah. So was it damage 2?
I think it's 2 on that one. I'm just going to quickly get it open because I marked my book up like a smart boy. Yeah, it's damage 2.
Okay, so it's 2
4s.
4 less. So 1 saved.
Yep.
But you got a 1 on that one, didn't you?
Yes.
So you get a
another free shot.
You get a free shot.
Same again then. Looking for 6 or less. That's a 10. So that one.
One hit.
Yep.
Saved it.
All right.
And now you've got your next proper action, so you can have another shot as well.
Which will be the same again. There we go. My head pops then. Trying to work out what. Right. That is a 9 and a 90. So 2 9s. So 2 absolute whiffs.
Okay. She's not the best with that long rifle.
No, not today.
Right.
If you want to pick off your guys, she'll be back in there.
Okay. Right, so I'm going to move Polish over to here, but he still will go on alert just in case you're going to be
a cheeky boy,
a cheeky bugger. Yeah.
Makes you think that? Because I've brought it up a couple of times.
Because you have mentioned it a couple of times, yeah.
Okay, so I've just got these 2 left to go now, haven't I?
Yes, so you've got 1 left, and then I've got my
so I've got 1
dot to go, and then you'll be last guy.
Yeah. Okay then. So that hasn't been activated yet. So we could go 6 and then climb up in here.
Yeah, so it's basically just going to be like, you know, I'd say to climb up a level.
Yeah.
It's just basically going to be half your movement. So I think most of these ones are like 3 inches between floors.
Okay, so I've got to be there at 6.
Just go at half, yeah.
So if I get to there at a movement,
yeah,
I can get up.
Climb up onto the floor, yeah.
That's what we'll do then. Oh my goodness. Who painted these?
I don't know.
Not beds. So he's up there on that floor. That's him done.
Okay, and then I shall just go with. He's going to go 1, 2. So it's just going to be over his 3 points of movement all the way to there. There you go.
Cool. I think with his, because he's got 3 activations, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So it's going to be same again, basically. My 2 activations will take me to the base of the terrain, and then he'll climb up into the window. Oh, we've got some debris up there. Who put that debris there? Don't know. No, it's 80 paint service.
Yeah, okay. I'll let you away with 1.
One plug.
1 plug, and that's it. Right. Is that it then? That's it then, isn't it? Turn 5 then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So again, rolling off. See who goes first.
3.
10. So it's you who's going first then.
I think it's me, innit?
Mhm.
Right. Okay. So I'm going to do this. He's going to go on alert.
Yeah.
And he's going to throw a bolt in.
Okay.
He's got his RPG at the ready, just to absolutely cane whatever turns up. So he's on alert. That's his first thing, and then he's going to throw his bolt in, and he's
so
a 5 up for him.
5, yeah.
Does he get a bonus because he's elevated?
No, that thingy's cover. It makes cover 1 less effective.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't actually give you a bonus to hit.
To your shot.
Yeah.
Okay, no worries. So what did I say? He was looking for a 5.
5, yeah.
Got it on a 3.
Okay. So clear some of my crap out of the way.
So now this is a whatever we get. Let's have. I want that 6. I want that 6. It's a 4.
4 is, I think.
Bandits.
Is 4 the bandits, is it?
I'm calling this the bandits.
I thought 5 was the bandits. 4 is the... Yes, 4 is the Radgals.
Oh, we haven't had them yet. Brilliant.
So, the Radgals are going to be these guys who are in their hazmat suits. Right, so...
A bit.
Go on, take your... we've all got to be within
RPG.
an inch of each other, so we'll show them about. So, go on, give your RPG a go first.
Right, so RPG.
Let's have a look. Let's have a goose, because they are...
On a...
I'd say there's 1 of them. 1 you can't get.
Okay, does it have to cover the whole base, does it?
Yeah, well, it's not even part of the base, is it?
Fine.
Because it's the inner circle, so you've got 5
very well
possible. So it's.
I mean, I'll fail this roll now after all this excitement.
Yeah, pretty much.
6. Did
So
I
you've hit? No,
I've
6. Yeah, you have hit.
Cool.
So there's the 5 that was inside.
Yep.
So what's the thing on the RPG? Is it minus?
It's minus shitloads, I think, mate. 2. It's the
Minus
blast
2.
template with damage 2.
Okay. So the Radgals themselves have got an armour of.
It's going to be something gross in it.
Armour of 4, so it's 2s.
Ooh, go on.
So it's 5. No, all of them.
Nice.
We just put a well aimed
Rocket. Right in the arse.
right in the middle, and there was 1 left. So he's going to do his movement, and he's going to run away. So he's just going to go all the way up there to the back of the
He knows
table.
what's good for him.
And his move is going to be towards the nearest enemy, which is going to be me.
Mm.
And it's a 7-inch move. So it's 11. Okay.
Oh, we've got like 28 days later zombies sprinting at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fast zombies. Slow zombies are slow.
Yeah.
Ghouls are faster.
Got ya.
Ghouls are more squishy than zombies.
Got ya.
I know. I think that's the way he's differentiating it.
So you're picking off lots of them as they're sprinting towards you.
Yeah.
These are slowly advancing as you can't kill them.
Yeah.
Your activation?
Right. So I'm going to. Going to go 1, 2 to there, and then with third action, he will pepper that ghoul with his AK-74. I put them in the book now, and I've changed pages in the book, and now I've lost all my tabs, all my bits and pieces. So he's just 6, isn't he? 3 shots, combat ability of 6. Okay. One hit.
Oh dear.
1 hit. So your thing was 4, wasn't it? 4 minus 1, so you've got a 3 or less.
3 or less. Nope, 8.
Okay. So him gone, and that
neutralised.
3 to explore. Okay.
Okay.
So go on, you go.
Yeah. So I'm not going to be able to get it with that guy who's up there because he's going to have to jump down, which is going to cost him 3 inches there, and then he's not going to be within 3 of this, is he?
Well, you've got this turn and next turn, haven't you? You've got up to turn 6.
Yeah,
so
but you're going to get there before I get there.
Well, it all depends whether I'm going to be nice, and just because I've got the 2,000 out of that,
right?
That I'm just going to go. I've come here. I've got the stuff out of the BMW. I've got the stuff that I was hired to go and do. I'm gone.
Okay, so are we actually bartering a deal here? Because
well, to be quite honest, I don't really want to get. I mean, to be quite honest, I've got all 4 of mine round there.
Yeah.
And you've got 2.
Yeah.
You've got a couple split up there.
Yeah.
So you're a bit
outnumbered. Okay.
So, and being the honourable villain that I am.
Yeah.
You know, and also Valor. Thingy's a better part of Valor and all the rest of it. And say, well, I've got what I come here for, so I'm getting out of there. Come back and see you another day.
All right then. In which case, if that's the way you're putting it, this guy is going to do a double move over here. Just in case you get any ideas.
So he still doesn't believe me. Nice person. YouTube personality.
2 meters, mate.
Back away.
Yeah.
Back away. Okay, right, so that was yours. So I'm going to 1, 2, 3.
Okay. He's going to move up, and then he's going to let freedom ring. Because they're now within 6, so it makes it...
Yeah, so...
Because they've got tough armor.
It's now -3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch me miss now.
Okay.
So 2 shots.
No, it's shotgun. 3 shots, isn't it?
3 shots, thank you. 5 or less.
Yeah.
1. Just 1.
Just 1, so it's 3 or less, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got 1.
Cool. That's him done because he moved for the first one. And I didn't get any crits, so I don't get to fire again. Crits are great when you're shooting and you get to do another one. That's nice.
It's one of them ones, when you've got it with when you've got it with something with 3 shots.
Yeah.
You can just you could sit there and you could just go.
Yeah.
So completely gone. I think, because a lot of the times with the weapons, there's only things like the rocket launchers that have you have 1 shot and then you have to reload.
Yeah.
I think it'd be quite good if it had, like with the AK-47s that have got so many shots, and then you have to change
magazines,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Like a couple of rounds.
that's me being a little bit pedantic, because it's one of them ones. Every time you take a shot, even if it's a free one,
Yeah.
it might have a little bit of a adverse effect as well. You know what I mean? So you might not want to get it sometimes.
Well, I suppose I got it last time, didn't I? And I used the free action to reload it.
Yeah.
Which I suppose is still useful.
It is weird. So red goes off.
All right. She's going to shoot straight through with the blast rifle, I think it's called. 2 shots. 5 or less.
Yeah.
Not 1. She's going to do it again.
She is quite rubbish with that rifle.
Absolutely. Oh no, 6 or less because she's got the steady hands.
Yeah.
But she's still got an 8 and a 9. Right, both of them, please. 1.
So 1. So it's what is it? Minus.
Minus 2 on that one.
2.
Good rolling. Jumanji. You got it.
Yeah. Saved it.
Ah, bugger off. These zombies are...
You should have taken the one on the floor. The one on the floor was a 7.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, we don't do floor.
But if it's not on the table, it doesn't count.
Nope.
So
they've gone. You're just moving another guy back. He'll just do drop down, move 6. She'll probably put him basically on the objective. And that's his turn there. And I think that's the round, isn't it?
So it's 10-6. Okay. Well, I'll make it nice and easy for you.
Yeah, I thought that.
So you do whatever you need to do.
Okay, so she's going to go first. She's going to try and take them out, and whatever's left, he's going to take out, and then hopefully, then be able to claim the objective because they're dead. That's the plan. Whether it happens with her shooting at the moment, we'll see. But she needed a couple of turns to warm up. She's had to have a couple of drinks. So let's see how she shoots now. 6 or less, 2 shots over here. That is a 9 and a 2. So one of them hit at -2.
Sorry.
It's alright, I can roll the save if you want. Saved.
So saved, yeah.
Yep. Another. She's going to do the same again as the second action. Oh, nothing hits. There's a 7 and a 9. You are going in the cabinet, and you are staying there forever. So that means unless I get crits.
You got to do it with the bloke with the shotgun.
And I've got to get crits to have a free go. So let's have a look then. So he's shotgunning. He's within 6. So it will be -3 to the armour, won't it?
Yeah.
So 3 shots. 5 or less. Not 1.
Okay, so that was his first action.
8, 6, 7. So I cannot get this now. I won't be able to get it.
How many are there? 3. You can still can.
Well, I can kill him, but then he doesn't have an action to get
but it's another action.
Right.
So it can be.
Oh, if I get it now.
If you get it.
My action can be investigate or whatever it is. Got a crit. I only got 1 crit though, but I will get another go as a result.
Okay, so
that's 1 at -3. What you say? I knew you were going to
knew
you were going to save it. And then purely just to try and save face a little bit, just take a shot and get him off. That is 2 hits, -3. Could not shift the zombies.
Yeah, both got through.
Both got through.
Yeah.
Oh, so 2 zombies died that time.
2 zombies dead, so there's 1 zombie left.
Still 1 standing.
So it also means that the zombie's going to come and get you. Come and get you.
Yeah, but the first time anyone's actually taken anything,
Okay.
your dog at the start.
Yeah. So basically, because that's going to be bottom of the round, so it is going to be.
Oh, is it?
Zombies. Yeah, because it goes in sequence, doesn't it? So it would be me, you, hostiles, me, you, hostiles, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Okay.
So it's in 4.
Yep.
Right. So we're going to have some zombie action.
Yep.
Right. So zombies have. So Luke. So zombies themselves have a combat ability of 4.
Okay.
Combat ability of 4.
And I got combat ability of 6, and I'm doing it with the shotgun in melee. Is that still going to be 3 shots? Does that make a difference?
No, it's because it's melee attack now. It's just the 1 dice, isn't it? So,
okay.
Yeah. So I've hit with a 1.
And I've hit with a 3.
Okay. So do you want to block that one? But I still, because it's a crit, I still get to go again.
If you go again, I still get to go again as well, right? If it's a melee.
No, because it's your. I don't know how do.
Because melee is a face to face, right?
criticals in critical rolls in melee.
Melee, yeah, definitely worth checking out that one.
Right, so melee combat. Sim requirements to range combat in the attacker must spend an action, yeah. They must also be in base-to-base contact with their target. Simultaneous brawl. No, because basically in the combat we're spending actions.
Right, but it doesn't cost the defender an action.
The attacker must expend an action to engage their opponent. When the combat is considered simultaneous, the defender does not have to expend actions to fight back. Okay. Yeah, so basically we just go again.
Yeah.
Wouldn't we?
So I'll parry the first one.
Parry the first one.
Come at me, parry him off with the shotgun. I want the second one to be shooter in the nuts.
Okay, right, so we'll go again then.
Alright.
8, so misses this time.
4.
So
I hit you.
You win. So
it's a -3, isn't it? Because it's still a shotgun.
Yeah. So it does say -3 melee, doesn't it?
Let me just check.
I'm sure I read that. It's -3 at half range, at melee or half range.
Yeah, you're right. Bang on.
But it's still
oh my goodness! He's the toughest zombie there ever is. He's got some gold armour on him.
So that's basically all that area done. So it's.
Can I grab this objective?
See what's here.
I don't have to roll to succeed. Do I just roll the d6 now, or do I roll to?
No, because you've got to inspect it.
It's a will check or something, right?
No, it's only the will check if it's the anomaly, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Where is it? If anyone has produced a thingy for this book, could you please let us know, because it is a bit of a thingy one.
I want the weapons table, the equipment table, and the the models, veterans, and that. Weapons, equipment. What's the other one? Skills. And actions. Right, inspect.
No, so it's basically you just have to use an action to go over it. So you just roll in your d6.
Okay.
Okay. See what you get.
No puzzles. No puzzles. No puzzles. No puzzles. So 4.
4. So you've got 500 rubles plus 2 rolls on the basic equipment. So basically just what. Plus, no, because I had the next one up. So you've got basically out of this mission then.
Yeah.
You've taken the 500 rubles for that, haven't you? 500 rubles plus the 1 roll on the basic.
Yeah.
Plus 1,000 for the other one.
Yeah.
And 1 roll on the advanced equipment for next time. So you've got 1,500 rubles and 2 basic rolls and 1 advanced roll, which we'll do another time.
Yep.
Myself, I've got the 750 and the 2 basic for that one. And then the 2,000 for the anomaly one, didn't I?
Yeah, that was just the cash, that wasn't it?
So it's just cash, yeah?
Yeah.
Just cash, nothing else.
Very nice.
So there we go. So we've both gone without losing anybody, although it was decidedly close up there.
Yeah.
And done what we set out to do and got off with some cash.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good fun game. That I like the almost like there's sort of 3 games going on, or two different games going on, where it's you versus the board, me versus the board, and me versus you at the same time.
Yeah.
It's good fun.
With it, I think the threat level. That's why I didn't want to do level 1, because the threat level is really weak, and it's if you've got like 2 groups on the table, it's that's not a problem to clear anything. So you've got to get the higher one up. But I think it would get to a point where because this is basically a campaign game. So what we've done now basically we'll keep and upgrade our guys for the next time we'd come and have.
Yeah, as it gets harder.
As it get, and the threat level will go up, etc., etc. And there will be that point where we'll just go, right, it's, we've cleared everything off the table now. We're having a go at
I
each
want
other
your
now.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
that's good.
No, but okay, gotta do it properly.
There we go.
Okay, so so hope you enjoyed that. Thanks very much for watching again. If there's anything that you can see that we did get wrong, be nice and put it in the comments below. But to be quite honest, we had quite a lot of fun playing the game anyway, so we don't really care if we've got anything wrong.
It was good fun. Great time.
So so thanks again. Like and subscribe to the video channel. Pick us up on the YouTube channel. Listen to the podcast.
Yeah, on
go over and check his painting sites.
Hobby Hammer Ash on Instagram. 80 Paint Service on Facebook.
Okay, so there will be links in the video description below if I could be bothered to put them on. But yeah, thanks very much, guys, and we'll hopefully see you in about a month with something else. See you later.